There we go. Got the sound turned off. Hey everybody, I'm Yvonne Williams with Back to Earth Creations, and we are back. I think mostly. We took some personal time off, but we are back and we are crafting. And in today's live stream, we're going to be working with some leather because leather is fun and cool, and it's a perfect rainy day for it. So let's get started. Also, we have a nice hot cup of something to drink, so cheers, everybody. Hey, Kilburns. Hey, Pool Pro. Hey, Juan. Vaughn is in the house? I am. Hey, Daphne. Hey, Jenny. Hey, Angela. Hey, Patty. Hey, Dante. Holy crap, it's been a minute. How's it going, Dante? Hey, Laura. It's really great to see you guys. Snuggles. But yeah, I'm working on a custom piece for a friend and client. Actually, the lady that I get all my super cool Mudume tie-dye from, Carrie with Unleash the Goddess. And we are making her a peacock corset. And I'm really excited to, this is the scrap piece. Like this is the test piece. So we'll be talking about some other construction and different things today. Hey Jean, I was gonna wait just a little bit longer before donating plasma. Right on. Kind of waiting for everybody to come into the classroom, so to speak. I'm excited about it, Angie. I'm really glad to have something to focus on. So you're good, Jean. Hope you and Randy are staying warm. It's cold here in Tulsa. It is cold and chilly, but I'm not gonna lie. We went and we spent a few days in the woods. Okay. Our friend Laura passed away on, I know, hey Katie, was it Wednesday? Yeah, she passed away at 12:10 on Wednesday. She had like a tumor in her stomach and liver and kidney failure, and it's just, dang it. Like, so apparently my way of coping and mourning is to go hide in the woods for like 3 days. So that's why we didn't have any live streams, or like I had some videos scheduled ahead of time and a few other things that I had shot, but yeah, it was, I just took a full-on break. I was like, I need to go mourn the loss and celebrate the life. And so I'm just, dang it, like, y'all take care of yourselves because you're the only one of you that we've got, and we love you. So it sucks. But this one's to Laura, you guys. So cheers. So there's that. Well, thanks, Rachel. But yeah, well, I'm going to turn the camera on because I don't want to blow boogers on you guys. And we're just going to look at leather and work today. So I'll be blowing boogers on the back of your head as we craft. So, hey nerd girl. Hey Fortune. And Laura, with Tinker Gnome Creations. Yeah. Y'all, she was a cool cat. Like, I think we were actually going to be hanging out again at the Memphis Comic and Fantasy Con coming up in, did this never even turn back on? The thing crashed, but we're back. I'm going to flip it around. There we go. But yeah, I've been a bit of a mess, but we're holding it together. But yeah, we went out and we camped in the woods for 3 days, 2 nights. It rained the whole time, naturally, and it was wonderful. And it's just, I don't know, that's my way of coping, I think. So heaven help me, I don't think I'll ever come back out of the woods when I lose Randy. I would have liked to have crafted and laughed with her again. Like, she had taken a few of my Tandy Leather classes. That's actually how I met her and her sister, Susan. And we met Brett at Mid-South Con one year, I think. And that was like, I don't know, we were far apart, but we were close, if that makes sense. Like, kindred spirits for sure. And I don't know, I hate that it takes losing a friend to pull my head up out of being a workaholic to see how much I don't actually get to talk to the people that I want to talk to every day or do the things that are most important to me every day. And so, kind of experiencing a little shuffling of priorities. And so there's that. Hey Marinka, how's it going? Number 13 for the likes. Hey Sparkies. She passed, Cindy. Sees life by the balls. You dang right, Manaya. But she was... If more people in this world were like Laura, I think it'd be a better place to be in. She was a really kind soul, great person. Hi. Hey Samantha. This is a beveler. It's a size 5 Craft Tool Pro beveler. They also look like, I don't know what in the heck this one is actually. But some of them look like this. I know, puppy. Which I like those as well. Actually, kind of, I don't know. This one's nice and sharp, but these ones are easier for me to sharpen, if that makes sense. Pouts, your workstation is really blurry. That's just how my world looks. Everything's just blurry. There we go. So yeah, I'm just going through beveling the fronts and backs of these corset pieces. And then we're going to be drawing out the peacock design. Did Sam need in your lap? Is that what was up? Check out our moderating squad today, you guys.
Yeah, don't worry.
I managed to get your 360p and I don't think it's too far behind. Woo! I don't even know what those words mean. But yeah, just going through and all that. Now, for something that I want to talk to you guys a bit about. Oh gosh, Holly. Yeah, and the thing, it's like, because for Laura, the pain's done. Like, the hard part's over for her. Like, what's left is the people living left behind. You know, at least as far as I'm aware. You know, there's no telling what's at the other end of all this. But it completely and totally demolished me to think about her husband, Brett. That first night that, like, I was trying real hard to just immerse myself in my work and, like, you know, process. And then I sat up and looked around and I looked at Randy and I was like, this is his first night without her. And, like, just, and so I packed our bags and we went and stayed in the woods for 3 days. Just processing that. So it breaks my heart for the ones that had her in their daily lives and now don't. Because sometimes for me it's almost like I can pretend that, you know, maybe she's just not answering her Facebook messages, or maybe, you know, her Discord is just on inactive or something. But yeah, hey Tinker Gnome. Yeah. And so, but leather corsets. Yeah, I hope so. Which, I mean, really though, at that point, if I lost Randy, like, I don't think there's a thing in this world that anybody could say or do that could You know, like, what do you say for somebody other than like, yo, this sucks? Like, you know, I don't know. I am not qualified. It does. And I've just been a downright mess. But focusing on work. Really? Holy crap. This is you, Susan, on Tinker Gnome Workshop. God. She passed the day after their 3-year wedding anniversary. This is a cruel world we live in, you guys. At least we have each other. So this is a corset, or will be one day when it grows up. And it's very, very important if you're following along with any of our tutorials or patterns or anything really. Like, just take this information and apply it to your own work. These two sides of the front panel of the corset, because this is going to have rivets in it and be sitting like this, and that goes like underneath your boobs. It's very important that they're both the same thickness, because I had cut out this one. Yeah, is there something in the oven? Was there something in the oven?
There is now.
Ooh. You can see this was cut from a sturdier bit of leather, and this one was closer to the belly.
Live stream, I set the oven to go.
Oh yeah, I had forgotten. And so I knew that whenever this was on the client's body, the two pieces weren't going to be behaving the same. So that's why this one was a scrap test piece. Hey, Lost. Oh, hey, Kathleen. Thanks. I'm glad you like what we're doing. Rebel Wolf says, can you advise any way to make a bangle secure? I've made a few now, but the bangles aren't adjustable and they slip off smaller wrists. I posted photos of Dragon Eye one I made on Patreon. The best way I've been able to find is, I actually like to make the bangle bracelets, if I'm not using a pre-made base, like if you're wire wrapping the whole bangle, then make it to where it would fit like about a 6.5, if that makes sense, because for adults, I've never come across somebody with a smaller wrist than that, like in 10 years of vending. Not saying that there aren't, but you're casting a broader net that way. And then to do like wire wrapping, like links or chainmail or something that your clasp can hook onto, and give a little bit of chain up to around an 8.5. Because again, you can always add more rings, or if somebody's very particular and want to order something custom, they can then go and do that. But by having just where it'll sit kind of firm and secure, and then have the adjustable chain part, if that makes sense. Or you could even have the stiff and firm, and then 2 points of adjustability. That way, if they want to clasp it there, or if they want to clasp it here on either side, those are something too. That way it can look a little bit more like a proper bangle. But yeah, it's just having like some links that the clasp can hook onto is the best way I've found for making them adjustable. I do hope that is helpful. I went and saw my brother-in-law on Sunday. He's been in the hospital on and off for the last couple of months due to infected wounds, and now he has to go to special wound hospital. Holy crap, Lisa. What metal? Oh, okay, that's not for me. Right on. Well, thanks, Tweet. But yeah, so let's start. We'll flip the camera back around. Jean says, yeah, mine's smaller than that, and everybody's different. I'm just saying that in general, that's the kind of, whenever you make something to like sell off the shelf, because there's always people with smaller, there's always people with bigger, there's always people who have a tiny wrist but want something huge, or vice versa, that like they have, like I've got a stockier wrist but I like stuff that sits snug. In my heart, I love the like loose bangles and stuff, but for them to be loose farther up my arm, they fall off my hand. So but yeah, and so if somebody's very particular, then I always offer them a custom order, or I'll just mangle the bracelet and butcher it into pieces and then be like, here you go. So there's no winning. Is that a 5mm or 3mm leather you're using at the moment? Let me actually measure and see. Hey Cynthia. Well, thank you, Cynthia's mother. I also love these earrings. Hey Angela. Oh, how do I press the button and then it doesn't turn. There. So this looks like it's about a 9 or 10 ounce. So 3.6 to 4 millimeters. And honestly, I could have done with a little bit thicker. This is just what I had. Like elsewhere was closer to a 10, maybe even an 11. But ounce leather. But you don't want it so thick that your rivets won't go all the way through. I need to get off here since I'm using too much work bandwidth. Take care, guys. Bye, Tinker. Thanks for letting us know. Okay. So, this is how it's going to be laying out. So I'm going to... It looks chunk. Hey, Penny. It does. Oh, Lord, is it coming. I'm going to go through with our corner rounder and round off these bits. I like to leave the top center and the bottom front sharp, as well as these bottom two corners. But anything that's going to be risking poking you in the underboob, yeah. Oh, I'm not sure what you mean, Tracy. She just said, oh, okay. Woo, Sparky says, I finally found my box of jump rings for chainmail. Hey, Bev, how's it hanging? Hey, Sam Dog. But yeah, I love this tool because I can just come in and stoop, stoop. This is a leather corset for a client friend and client has been ever so patient with me as I get my lollygagging button gear. Which, speaking of lollygagging butt, I just don't think we're going to be able to fit in streaming on Halloween. We've got about 6 other things going on. So I don't know. I don't even know if we will actually even be home on Halloween just yet. We're juggling a couple of different things. But yeah, just to let you guys know. So no giveaway for this week's video, but we will be resuming normal function hopefully next week. Oh, hey, Neverlander. That's really nice of you to say. Oh, no. Bev says, I'm kind of freaking myself out with grown-up stressy stuff, so came here for Von Therapy. I could use some Von Therapy today, too, as well. So, yes, therapy away. Jean says, I love all your work. How do you keep your mind organized as to all the things you're doing? Well, the theory is to use, if I don't write it down, it kills me. So I'll go through and like write in all the things for the day and mark them off as we do it. And you can see I'm very hit or miss. Some days, boom, it's there. Some days it's like, WTF. You know, we were lost in the woods for a while. But and so I'll write in some of the different things. It just, if I don't write it down, the same 3 tasks will completely overwhelm me. Whereas if I write it down, I can juggle like 12 things. So I really, really, really wanted to be able to somehow embed the actual peacock feathers into the leather. Like I don't know. I didn't know if I was like, maybe if I cover it in fabric glue and then like press this down like that and like smush it in, but it just, in the sample test pieces that I had done, it just was not working out. So instead, that had been super duper cool though. And I was even thinking about, what if I just stitched it down, like did like a little like boop, or maybe a staple gun, I don't know. So I decided to just go ahead and draw it on. So I'm trying to get the shape and idea. And Holly, these are actually the peacock feathers that you gave me. They're super handy for this. You all right, love?
I got nothing to do, buddy. There's nothing up here.
These dogs are super excited, and I'm not entirely certain why. Okay, so I think I want this one positioned like this. And then I'm going to go grab more peacock feathers.
Do you get notifications when you share your videos and posts? I don't think so.
I don't believe so. Yeah, I don't think I do get notifications. I'm going to turn this so that I can actually have somewhere to put the tails of the feathers. Because I'm going to lay... What's up, babe?
Have some mail to open, don't we?
We do, yeah. Because I'm going to try to draw it. Right? The dogs are like losing their damn minds. So for the front center, I was going to try to have it so that the peacock feathers would look like this, but I don't want it to be too busy. You know, I don't think Carrie will mind a bit if it's very busy and exciting. What you looking at? I think that's it.
That's it?
Yeah.
There was one more.
There may have been.
I think it could have been last week.
I think that was last week.
I don't know what day it is.
I don't even know where I am. So yeah, let me sketch this out real quick. And normally I would never do this, but oh well. I'm gonna use an ink pen.
No.
Yep, because I tried just using one of my graphite pencils and it wouldn't mark. So
Thank you, Rebel.
what? Well, thanks, Rebel. She says, my first ever mystery craft box was just awesome. I am now in love with Parawire. Thank you. They are the bomb diggity, though, aren't they? Like, truly, I love Parawire. And I don't just, like, I'm not sponsored or anything. I don't have to say that. I mean it. Okay, so that's going to be one. Then that's going to be another. Yeah. Stem, and then that's going to be another stem. And we'll make it come up with a little bit further. Okay. So... And so now, to keep it from just being a bunch of like hash marks slashed up down here, now something that you might notice if you've ever looked very close at a peacock feather is their little feathery bits are opposite of each other, or alternate.
Really?
Like if you look real close here, you can see the base of this one comes off from in between those two. And it's not exactly perfect. Some of them are lined up, but for the most part, whenever I'm drawing it, I'll make it be a little bit offset. That way it's not like mint plants have it both come out in one way, and then like because they have a square stem, so both will be coming out there, and then they'll go up a bit and both will come out the opposite side. So it's just little details like that that can help you, even if you're doing something very fantasy themed, possibly, to make it look just a touch more realistic. It's probably one of my favorite things about drawing organic stuff as well, is it doesn't matter. Like, you know, no two feathers are exactly perfectly the same, I'm sure. So it very quickly becomes just making it look convincing enough and pretty. You're like, oh yeah, that's a leaf, that's for sure. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. And then also, like, they're straight out a bit, and then it gets to where you, like, come and there's a little bit of that shape, if that makes sense. Because it is important, like, I'm considering what's in the foreground. Because as we go in and make the cuts.
We haven't taken our multivitamin and natural.
Oh no, yeah. Or our memory medicine. Well, thanks, Lydia. It's been a minute. How you doing? Ooh. What are we making today? Hey, Daniel. We are making a leather corset. A peacock-themed leather corset, actually. So I'm just sketching out very lightly the shaping of our bird feathers. Bird leaves? Yeah, feathers. The leaves of the peacock. And also, you don't have to be, when you're sketching stuff out, I'm not requiring myself to touch the stem. I just want to make sure that I don't cross it.
Wait, what?
What's up, love?
Is there a time change coming up?
Probably. Though I'm not worrying about it if some of the feather bits cross each other.
November 3rd. Yeah, that's coming.
I know, right? At least it's not happening MCFC weekend.
That's true.
Why do you sit all on my grave and will not let me sleep? Is that what they're called? Fronds? Thanks, Sparky. I do my best to completely butcher my mother tongue of English.
You get tired of pooping in the rain. Oh boy.
Okay, can I show you guys a meme that Randy sent me? The Charmin bears?
No.
No, I have to show them because you're wet. No. I can't show them. It has a software update. Can you plug this back in? It's like a hair away from dying. We'll post it to Discord.
Why had you?
I had it plugging in, but it was like dead. Let it ghost it rise and speed.
So that explains why you haven't been checking your messages.
Yeah, sure. No, it's honestly, I didn't pick up or look at a phone for 3 days. It was amazing. Like, I love you guys, but I hate my phone. Actually, it's a good phone. It's a good for what it is. But, like, I hate getting stuck in this. Yes, please. Getting stuck in these Instagram feed. Like, I'm just scrolling mindlessly. What's up?
It won't do a software update if your battery's low.
Oh.
Interesting.
Kind of thinking I should do it just top and centered. Yeah, we'll do it. Hopefully with the paint job nobody will notice that. Yeah, no, for sure. But I just like get into the habit of it, like habitually, like I'm a habitual creature. So taking a few days off of, like, I didn't take a selfie, I didn't shoot a video, I didn't take a picture of anything. Oh, you can just leave it in charging. Sure. Did you pull the meme up? Ah! Okay, so let me show you guys. Because Randy showed me this at the gym yesterday, and I laughed out loud in front of other humans. Oh. So. Oh, that shit tickles me. Mush. So all day, like every time Randy and I look at each other, we'll make eye contact. Like, look at this one's vacant stare. Like, he's like, yeah, Mom, we love taking dooku's. Like, no, stop it, little bear. Look at this one. What the WTF, mate? Like, who colored this with crepe? She's pretty cool. That's me. If I was one of them. And it's like, yeah, none of them they're all waiting their turn. Like, it's just. Thank you, Randy. I could be doing something productive with my life, but no. Hello, Charmin Bear memes. Hey, Sam Dog. Yeah, feather fronds. Yeah, no, I absolutely love that. Sorry for being like vulgar and inappropriate, but that's just me. Like, y'all clicked on my face. Like, y'all chose to be here. But no, I absolutely that tickled me to death. But yeah, we have a Discord where we share inappropriate memes with each other. It's grand. Well, I mean that's not all we do. Though it's something that I think we could do more of. I'm kind of feeling these feathers, you guys. Like, I'm liking it. Because I don't know, a lot of y'all actually are content creators as well. Whether it's posting your jewelry for sale on social media or making your own YouTube videos or, a lot of things like that. And it can be, I'm tired of it distracting from just making stuff. Like my own life, like with oh, I gotta post these pictures to Instagram, or oh, I've got to get these, I've got to get this video out, otherwise it's not going to get views, and YouTube's not going to put me in their analytics, and it's like it's all just made up. Like I think they're truly just spinning a roulette wheel and being like, well, this is what we're going to do with our analytics today. So I'm just gonna get back to crafting. Do what, Randy?
Let's spin the wheel of analytics.
Yeah, the wheel of analytics. But so I'm just gonna stop focusing on that for a bit because I wonder if I stop focusing on it, will anything actually change? Did you get the? Can you check our email?
Email
From Lydia. She's saying something. I'm sorry, Lydia. I missed kind of what's going on. Have you made any Indian moccasins out of leather? My husband is looking for something to try to make since he went blind. Does Tandy have good crafts? Right on. I did make a pair of moccasins from a leather kit that I'd gotten at like Michael's when I was back in high school. Though I think Tandy does have some really cool patterns and stuff, and they do have some kits and things that you can check out. And see, I have no idea. I just saw one of her messages that I thought we had already sent her item.
I think this is a different Lydia.
Okay, then I have no idea. I don't know what's actually going on right now. Ooh, Metatron says wear a couple pairs for years. Okay. Hey Z, can you please stop eating your toes? I can hear it in my soul. The cavernous owl. Hey AJ, how's it going?
I have no idea.
Wheel of Mortality, turn to turn, tells the lesson that we should learn, right? Okay. So now this is where I'm going to get a little bit heavier with my lines. Oh, is that your food? Nice. That's a little too high. I'm going to do it down here.
I have no idea.
Okay. Lydia, if you could please send us an email, we'll get sorted out. Do it.
Another one.
Another email. Sorry. Just for us to get sorted. And that's an email to Back to Earth Creations. Oh. Lydia says my account got hacked. Vaughn taking 48 hours to return my funds.
You want me to throw you in one of these?
No, thank you, honey. But yeah, I'm being much darker about these lines because I need them to show up after I've done the initial stain. That way I can paint kind of within those confines. I do sit on my grave and will not let me sleep. Right on, Angela. Placed your first order on Etsy. Bye, Renee. Thanks for hanging out. Is that hot?
It's real hot.
Because you just pulled it out of the oven literally like 2 seconds ago?
And promptly burnt my mouth, yeah.
Oh, Randy. You sweet creature. Okay, I'm going to use a different feather for reference images on this one. Because each one does come out a little bit different. Right, Lisa? They're pretty good about, like, other than having to pay shipping, their online sales are pretty, like, they make sense. Like their website does. But just, I have a hard time not seeing butt cheeks just everywhere.
What?
Just the little butt cheeks. Like I'm
The
drawing
Shaman
like...
Bear this time.
It's okay, the Shaman Bear is not real. It can't hurt you.
The Shaman Bear.
The Shaman Bear, swiggity swooty, coming for your booty. Oh, goodness, you guys. Me, Penny. Yeah, it's like a genuine surprise that, how did I just burn my mouth?
Those the butt cheeks you're talking about?
Do what? Twerking cheeks. Back today. There we go. So I do have a deadline on this, and I'm really afraid I'm not going to be able to make it because it's the more I look at it, the more I'm like, oh yeah, I need to do this, this, and this, and like I'm getting super artsy fartsy on it, and I'm like, she wanted it halfway through November, like I need to go. But once I have this one figured out, I think I'm going to make another one for sale out of the booth. Well, technically it's the same pattern as the Celtic maple.
Yeah.
Is
that what we're doing for this one?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. I thought we were doing horns.
We
need to do horns.
We can do horns as well. I know. There's no thing in this world that's not just a bunch of work. That's all right. So we won't be live streaming on Thursday, but we will be live streaming to our... Huh?
We won't on Thursday?
I have no idea when we're going to be getting back from Lauren, and I have no idea, like, we've got too much to do that other people are relying on us. Like, if it were my own personal plans that I was thwarting, that'd be one thing.
Yeah.
But, I'm not going to make other people wait around on me because I'm a lollygagger. But we will be doing our $1 Net Patron exclusive live stream on Saturday. So, oh, Penny. Good parrots go bad. Oh, y'all. But yeah, so again, normally I wouldn't use ink, but I like this ink because it's not smearing on me. Whereas with some of the graphite and charcoal that I've tried to use in the past just to put down lines, it's all smudgy and weird. And also once you've let it dry, it's not pooling and puddling and stuff. You know what would be really cool? I don't know. I'll do that on the test one maybe, but Randy, I was thinking I have those metallic India ink. That might be really cool because that stuff's permanent once it dries. Do it?
True.
Yeah, and it shouldn't crack or peel off the way that acrylic does.
Definitely try on the test.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna... Okay, so we're gonna take this and we are going to case it, just the surface. I'm just going to be doing some cut lines. I had thought to use my double-bladed ceramic, but I wanted this a little bit more wild and inconsistent, and for each line to be its own standalone. So we've got this sprayed. Hey!
Next week may not be back to normal.
Do what?
Next week may not be back to normal.
Oh, will it not be?
Possibly not.
Okay.
Because the
Hey,
7th is a
doggy!
Thursday.
It's what?
The 7th is a Thursday.
What happens on the 7th?
That's the last.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay, so for the next couple of weeks, just don't count on there being a Thursday live stream. We're seeing Lauren off to Japan, and it's just, I don't know, this has been like the most socially busy time of year for us, but that's like ever in the history of my life. I've never seen friends this much.
Oh, a live notification.
Really? Oh no. Oh, well, thanks, Lydia. Okay, so that's soaking in. I'm gonna dump some coffee in my body, and I can just smelling your pizza, Randy, is killing me. Look at how he eats it, though. Not to make an example.
Really, you're gonna shame me on
No, I'm not shaming you. This is brilliant because it's too hot to eat, so he'll just like have a bite of it. Just a bite. I just want one bite.
You want me to set you one on?
No, I don't want the whole one. I just want a bite of yours.
Because I'll eat what you don't eat.
I know. Can I have just a bite? I'm so hungry. Breakfast was like 30 minutes ago, and I'm not handling it well. Okay, so the way to eat one of these pizzas, you guys, is just put it on your little paper plate, and then like push it off the edge just a bit, like that. And then you can just eat it. He used to make them into like burritos and eat it like that, but that's better if they're microwaved. Right? Oh my god, this is so good. There you go, thank you.
You're gonna tell everyone about the pizza now.
The Mama Rosa's brand pizza tastes just like elementary school cafeteria pizza. It's amazing. Oh, well, thanks, AJ. Nerd Girl says, I do the same thing. Okay, talking about pizza. Yesterday, on the camping trip, Randy and I had gotten the stuff to make pudgy pies because, duh, pudgy pies. And we had a bunch of croissant dough left over. And we had like taken it, and it had like a recipe for like a taco ring on the back, but we laid the stuff out so it makes like the sun where it's like there's a ring and then stuff, but we didn't have any of the stuff for tacos, but we still had some super like thick boy pepperoni and full fat sliced mozzarella and shredded lasagna cheese. Like, so we basically took all the pizza pertinent things out of our fridge and crammed them inside of these croissant roll, and then you like fold the little thing over the top, and then we baked it, and then we ate it, and it was amazing. And oh, in the middle, after it was baked, we put like the pizza sauce. Okay, a pudgy pie is a thing. There's an iron that like is sandwich shaped, kind of like it's a square that's like this thick, and it's made out of cast iron, and it's on long metal handles with like wood on the end and a little clip that keeps them, like it goes and like holds them together, and then on the end there's a sticky outy end and a hole, and it goes through and like they clamp together so the food doesn't get out. And I take it and we put the pudgy pies in the coals, get real hot. We take it out, and then I stick butter on it. Graze it up with butter, and then we put uncooked crescent roll, a pie iron. We put Randy whipped one out. So this is a pudgy pie iron. I guess, does it say? Oh, it just says pie iron. Well, we call them pudgy pies because that's what my friend Lara called them. And so see how the little ends fit together? And then we get it like this, like it's all buttered. And my favorite one is King's Hawaiian crescent rolls. Okay, I didn't get fat off of like eating salad, you guys. I got fat off of pudgy pies. Like there's a good 10% of me that's pudgy pie. Like you put that in there, like 2 triangles worth, and then baby Swiss ham, baby Swiss ham, baby Swiss, more King's Hawaiian crescent roll dough, and then you close it, and it's a team effort because like you gotta have somebody else like hook the end, like it's like And then you don't set it directly back into the coals because then it'll burn. But we have like the grate that like off the heat, and then we'll turn it, and we'll turn it, and then we turn it, and then you eat it, and that's the best thing in the whole world. And it still smells like fire and burnt cast iron. Here you go, Randy. Thank you. And also, you can bludgeon a zombie to death with this. I'm just saying, post-apocalyptic. I would recommend it for the zombie. They'd be dead.
Well,
And then I'd have zombie. Oh yeah, that's true. It'd be good. Oh, my knee. Oh, I'm in so much pain.
I maybe need a pizza now.
No, maybe. Randy, I need like 10,000 kisses. I have super duper boo boos. Can you help me?
No.
Oh, my kneecap. Oh. Oh. Okay, it's fine. I'm fine. Ah. Quick, a distraction. Here's some coffee. But yeah, no, pudgy pies are amazing. So we make the baby Swiss and ham pudgy pies. You can use regular bread too. It's just not as good. Jean says, did they used to make them out of tin in the olden days? I don't know. I wasn't there. But I like the cast iron because it's like, even if it's not completely done, you can take it off the heat, and the residual heat of the metal kind of like, ooh, ooey gooey. But yeah, you can make just regular grilled cheese inside of them, just like regular bread and like cheese. You can use crescent roll dough. Again, it's probably my favorite for it. And do apple pie filling out of a can. It's so good. You okay?
I've got like 5 of those because my family doesn't like to take turns. We have
5, and there's only 2 of us. We don't have a good excuse. Like, we'll just prep them and then just sit there and eat pudgy pies until we're like just in our camping chairs with our bellies out, like, oh yeah, boy, that's good. So, yeah, we did pizza once. Now, I am going to say, though, whenever we make pizza pudgy pies, I don't bother putting sauce on the inside of it because it, like, complicates the cooking and the ooey gooey cheesiness. We just make it and then dip it. Do what?
And it's lava.
Oh, yeah, and it's lava. You're making me hungry. Yeah, Penny says out in the forest, both in a food coma. Yeah, is that not what you do? Like, when you go camping? Like, it's basically, hey Sarah, it's basically that's what camping is for us, as we go out and eat comfort food in the cold. Though I don't know, I like to mix in like a lot of hiking, a lot of like, you know, backpacking whenever we can fit it. If it's like warm, we'll go kayaking and stuff. And then to justify in our minds, because there's no way we can offset the like 20,000 calories that we eat in a day whenever we're out camping.
Oh, you didn't even hit on the dessert pudgy pies.
Oh yeah, dessert pudgy pies. Bread or a crescent roll dough. Nutella. That's why I like cheese bread. It's because you can like slather it on first. Bananas. You can add some like walnuts if you're into that. Randy's not into that. More Nutella, more bread, and then close that crap up in the pudgy pie and then eat it. It's one of my favorites. But yeah, I think Randy and I are going to try to go camping of some sort like once a month. Like, in my perfect world, that's my goal, is to be able to go and just take like a 2-night trip. Because like even when we're at home, even whenever I have like days off, I'm still answering emails, I'm still posting crap to social media, I'm still making in hindsight, it's like, how was this a day off at all? Like, at all. So it actually takes physically removing me from my house and the internet and putting me in the woods. Ooh, Kelly says, ooh, we're looking to buy some acreage, just so you know. That would be so cool. Paper Chef has one that you make, then you bake instead of in fire. Ooh, nice. Making a real break with the world. Yeah. And it's like, it's really nice. Like, I love, Lydia says, can you please share a camping video? That would be cool. I actually just recently, like in the past month, had made a decision that there are parts of my life that I don't want to have up for public opinion, because everybody has an opinion. And a lot of the times, like especially with y'all have wonderful opinions, but I'm tired of having carrying in my mind the crappy opinions too. Like, I'm just gonna go out and enjoy this. And I think instead of making videos about camping, because it really is, I have to just completely detach myself from work sometimes. I love what I do for a living, but I think I need a day off sometimes. Is do camp craft alongs where we can go out and we can just camp together. And so we'll see about doing stuff like that as it goes. Because that way we'll actually get to share the experience together and stuff. Jean says, I want a pudgy pie maker now. But I don't know.
Sell them at Walmart.
They sell them at the Walmart. And then get the cleaning camps out of the closet, spring clean those away. Yeah. It takes a force of nature. Yeah, camp craft alongs. And I think that would be really cool, and we'll see about maybe different venues and stuff that have like cabins for rent and stuff. But I've spent too much of my life already in buildings without windows in them, doing conventions. So we will go and run around naked in the woods and make stuff.
Ooh,
So
that sounds good. Minus
what's that? Let's see. The spinach and cheese and Canadian bacon. Oh, yes, Penny.
Yeah, a simple pudgy pie dessert is just crescent roll and like
Apple pie.
filling.
Yeah, crescent roll and pie filling. Super easy. Or you can make it more complicated and throw in some cheesecake filling too. Yeah. Okay. So also, everybody, bring your diabetes medication to Camp Craft Along, because we're gonna wreck it. But yeah, and I started knitting again. Do you guys want to see the head thing? Penny says, "How about a s'more inside the roll?" You might like that because you don't like graham crackers.
Maybe.
Like you like the roasted marshmallows and you like the chocolate. He hates graham crackers though. I don't know what's wrong, because you
like
eat them as
graham crackers by
you like them as
themselves.
pie crust.
Yes, by themselves just fine.
I also think it'd be really cool to make cornbread in a pudgy pie iron. I'm just saying. Like if we had like some camp chili.
Correct, Cindy.
Huh?
Correct.
What'd Cindy say? To live stream this Thursday or next. We're not going to be having, let me pull out a calendar. There will be no live stream on Halloween, the 31st, and there will be no live stream on the 7th or the 14th. We'll have one on the 21st. So yeah, we're just going to be having Tuesday live streams, but I'm going to make them a little bit longer for you guys. Which I think that's completely reasonable. What do you think of that, Randy?
Yeah, sounds good.
Cool. So, and we will still be doing this Saturday patron exclusive live streams. Except for, I think we could swing doing, nope, we'll be prejudging at MCFC on that Saturday.
Which, by the way,
Yeah,
MCFC.
by the way, we are, do y'all want to see one of the gift baskets for the MCFC costume contest? We should put a calendar up on our website that has these things listed as well as the times. I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, probably.
Okay, here's your shirt. That's not in the gift baskets.
You don't know where it is.
Well, it shouldn't be. I don't want to give anybody your worn clothing.
Wash it first.
You wash it first? Happy cosplay. Here's my underwear.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so this right here in my hand, this is one of the prizes. One of the prizes. So I want to go through, and all of y'all need to go and check out the generous patron or sponsors. So for the winner of the Master Division is going to be getting, this is compliments of Tandy Leather. Oof. This, what is this? Deluxe carving leather kit. I can't even fit it in frame. So they're getting this, which has all of this stuff in it, which is cool. They're getting this dope ass tote bag that has a pocket. Oh, sorry, Sparkies. A product sheet from Ava's Studio to go along with some epoxy sculpt from Ava's Studio, which this stuff is amazing. They are getting, we haven't printed them yet. I'm going to need to write that in my to-do book. A gift certificate to Arta Wigs. Okay, got that written down. Is going to be in here as well. Oops. As a wood burning kit, compliments of plaid cosplay. Some paintbrushes, some paint, some Mud Podge, some more paint, like everything else in this tote. And in addition, they're going to be all of this, boom, all that paint down in the bottom of the bag, as well as a trophy or medallion, depending on, like depending on like a group and youth and like the different levels of awards that we're handing out are going to be getting different trophies, so that's pretty cool. And I don't quote me for certain, but I'm pretty sure the winners will also be getting passes to MCFC 2020 as well. So I was really excited to be able to the gentleman who puts on the Memphis Comic and Fantasy Con, Joe, gave us this opportunity to organize this for him. So I went through and I contacted a bunch of potential sponsors, and some of them just didn't get back to us in time to be able to start running promotion and stuff. So if you guys have like a Halloween costume or want to put something together and want to come out to Memphis and win, so like this right here,
That's just one.
this is just one prize. This is like a $100 value, like if you went in to buy this at Tandy Leather. So not to mention all this other stuff and whatever else we might be able to toss in for, that and like bragging rights and stuff and cool trophy and stuff. So, and that's again just one of them. So we're really excited about that. Our sponsors donated that. We contacted them and we're like, hey, do you want to donate prizes for the 10-year anniversary to MCFC? And we presented them with like the that is a lot of goodies, but it's the 10-year anniversary of one of our favorite conventions. And do you see Randy holding that cat? They gave us Yana, Randy, and I, and one of our friends is going to be helping us judge the costume contest. So we're not actually vending at MCFC. We're just teaching on Friday and Sunday, and then doing the pre-judging and hosting of the actual event on Saturday, which I'm kind of nervous about because normally I'm like only accountable to myself. Like if I screw up, it's my own, like I'm the only one dealing with the repercussions. Did you get sponsorship from Parawire? We didn't, because we wanted stuff that was very specifically cosplay. So yeah, like if that makes sense, because like Parawire has a lot of applications in the cosplay world, but I definitely will be going to Parawire for a sponsorship from, or for like Craft Along Con and Camp Craft Along and things like that, to be like, hey, do you want to like, and maybe present them with an exclusivity thing to where it's like, we did approach Worbla, but I made the mistake of approaching Worbla, the manufacturer, and not one of their distributors. I should have contacted the people that I've actually bought Worbla from in the past, and been like, hey, do you want to sponsor this? Because Worbla, the main company, just focuses on manufacturing, and they're like, if you do a panel, we'll send you product for the panel that you can use, but we're not going to sponsor, like, and so I was like, okay. But it was a great opportunity too to kind of guinea pig a little bit, like use this convention. It's their 10th year. They get 2,000 to 3,000 people. Like, they have all of this other stuff like already established, and it was a wonderful learning opportunity for.
When is MCFC?
MCFC is the 15th, 16th, and 17th. Randy and I will be rolling into town on Thursday, so we might be able to hang out in the lobby a bit if there's some people there. We'll see. Though we're honestly probably going to be running around like chickens with our heads cut off, helping to set up in the dealer's room and some other stuff. We've got friends out in that neck of the woods. But it gave us an opportunity to, under the MCFC brand, practice approaching sponsors. I had never approached sponsors before about anything. Yeah, and so I learned quite a bit. For now, next time we do an event, I feel a lot more confident about approaching potential sponsors. So that's going to be pretty cool. Thanks, Lydia. I felt really like pleased and proud to be able to do this for Joe, because the guy who puts on the event, first off, he puts off an amazing convention. Even if you're like, it's just fun to go to. Like, he picks great venues. Like, it's great. And even when everything goes south, it's still a good time. But he's always taken really good care of Randy and I as his vendors, and like, I feel like we have a really great professional like working relationship. And he's a cool cat to hang out with just as a buddy too, but I really wanted to do right by him by trusting us with this opportunity, and I felt like we had done right. So now I'm trying real hard to like still keep doing good. So there's that. So I'm going to close that. But yeah, the 15th, 16th, and 17th of November in Memphis at the Marriott, which is really cool. It's a lovely, lovely venue. We're going to be there teaching all sorts of stuff. He's got one of the, I'm so bad with names, but one of the actresses from Black Panther is the guest of honor. They've got a bunch of like cosplay and different stuff. I hear tell they're going to have a really cool costume contest. And just, I don't know, I'm excited. Babysitting, have to go. Thanks for hanging out, Kathleen.
Are you going to open your mail?
Oh yeah, we do have mail to open, don't we? We have a package. It's in mail.
What days are we teaching it into?
Friday and Sunday. Though I'm not entirely certain what time slots are there just yet. I don't. Last I checked, that wasn't up on the website yet. I think he's still locking down the paneling. Ooh! Holy smokes! There's a note in here. Let's see. Is there? Yes. Ah! From Angela, it says, "Hi Yvonne," or "Hi Yvonne, thank you for all that you do. Enjoy your gift." And this is smooth cast onyx. So I've only ever used the clear stuff in the past. This stuff cures black, just solid, nice and opaque. I think that's going to be really neat. Ooh. Pot life, 2.5 minutes. They don't joke. This is smooth cast. It's the onyx cast instead of the clear cast.
Oh.
So it's solid black. So like for whenever you do hooves, or if we did like fingertips or something, and we don't want the black to just scratch off of like a surface paint, or if we don't want it to be translucent. And I'm wondering about what it might look like if we mixed in a bit of mica powder and just swirled it, and then like just the surface texture that we might be able to get.
Quite possible.
Thank you so much, Angela. I'm actually going to write from Angela on the box because I'm always forgetting people's names. Thank you so much, Angela. I've been wanting to get my grubby paws on some of this stuff for a hot minute. That is super cool. I'm going to have to figure out a project to do a video. Okay, let's get this turned around. And hey, Alan. Getting this turned around. And now it's time to start cutting on our leather. That water's soaked in.
What's your favorite color?
My favorite color right now is peacock colored. I love peacock colors. Is a rainbow. Yeah, it's pretty good. I don't know. I like the jewel tones of peacock colors, like probably the best. Are you familiar with the clay artist Ace of Clay? He has a vid out using the new polymer called Cost Clay, soon to be released for sale. I haven't seen his work. I'll have to check that out, Penny. Like, for somebody who lives and exists on YouTube, I actually watch a very disappointing, like, little bit of, I don't watch nearly enough YouTube. Okay, so getting that first cut down. And I want there to be a little bit of a stem. And I'm going to go ahead and do that on each of the centers. And these guys are in front of this one, like they're in the foreground, so I'm going to kind of do them first.
I'm not sure which one of us smells like pizza. I think it's Kelly.
Aww. She's a sweetie. And I like to start at the tip and then work my way down.
With that black onyx work to see the back of your chin now, doesn't.
I don't believe so. It's very, very runny. Like, I would definitely recommend using it for backing your cabs that have been painted if you want it to hold up to wire wrapping or something, because it's like a doming resin almost, but it does shrink. And that's something I think one of y'all had asked about Total Boat resin. I like Total Boat for casting. I don't like it as much for surface doming, because it doesn't have as much surface tension as some of the other resins that I prefer to use. And so it just doesn't dome as thick, and it also shrinks a bit, so it pulls away, and you'll get, like, we had a whole big batch of duds that had just pulled away or separated out a little bit because I didn't dome it on as thick. But you can't dome it on as thick because it surface tension breaks and it leaks off the side. So still a good product though, just not for the specific application. Like, I've cast some of our horns and stuff out of Total Boat.
Yeah, those do well.
Mm-hmm. But I do prefer to just be able to buy 1 gallon set of a resin and then use that for everything. Like, especially if you're on a limited budget or limited storage space, being able to find 1 resin that does all the things that you want to do. And for me, that has been Art and Glow. Though I do want to check out some more of the resins by Little Windows and Resin Obsession, just to try out more for, like, specific jewelry purposes. What's up, baby?
Allison says that there should be a package coming and you don't need to wake up and it on.
Ooh, okay. Right on, Allison. Well, thank you, guys. And I don't know if y'all can hear that furnace in the background. That's a big old thank you to all y'all who bought stuff on our flash sale. Y'all are literally keeping Randy and I warm. So I cannot thank you guys enough for that. Oh, Randy says that Callie's keeping him warm. Let's see. Oh, she's so cute.
She's a little furnace.
She is. She attacks my feet when we sleep, though.
Yeah, those are too big for her to bite, though.
Yeah, she just bites mine. She's a butthole. Okay, so there's the cutting, and it's as easy as that. Once you have it drawn out, you just kind of follow your lines. I really have to go now. Bye, Marinka. No, I just draw that in, and that's for reference whenever I go back and paint. Because if you look at a peacock feather,
yeah, no, I understand.
well, I'm just explaining for their purposes. Whenever you look at a peacock feather, each little fiber is it's like it's pigmented, or it's probably not pigmented, it's probably like the scales of the feather are refracting light in that way, and it's just a trick of our eyeballs. But like the actual physical lines are still, gosh, that's so pretty. Um, are still there, and so those lines are just on there for my reference for painting. And also, the further down you get, the like the down the feather stem, it can, again, super accurate description. The farther apart, like the little leaf feathery bits, the frowns, are closer together up here and farther apart farther down. So, and it really helps to have very, very sharp swivel knife. And I'm not trying to do super deep cuts. I want to keep that delicate feel. What up?
So sorry I'm not chatting more. I'm making earrings while watching.
Oh, y'all are good. Okay, I have to tell you a joke. That's kind of not really a joke, but funny. Funny story time. We were camping, and it was like the evening of the last day. Like, we were gonna spend one more night and then like pack up in the morning. And I was like, "Hey, Randy, can you come here, like, to help me with something?" And he came over and he's like, "What do you need?" And I was like, "It's just been a minute since I've live streamed. I need somebody to watch me do something." And Randy just like genuine.
Turned around and walked away.
Yeah, he turned around and walked away. But like he did that little like nose snort thing that he does when I say something funny. Um, because I did need help with something, I just couldn't remember, and I live to make this man laugh. So, but yeah, so y'all, even if y'all weren't saying anything, I just have fun hanging out here. I love that you guys do say stuff because it makes me feel less like a crazy person. But it's, and I love the feedback and the, y'all's ideas and perspectives and thoughts and just hearing about your day. Like, so I take that back. It would be a lot different if you guys didn't chat, but I don't want you to ever feel obligated to. So, big shout out to everybody who's just hanging. This is going to be an underbust corset. Actually, it's going to have booby cups in it. So I'm just doing a bunch of decorative cutting.
What tool are you using?
This is an angled ceramic blade on a swivel knife.
How are we together?
Like, how you mean, you and me?
Yeah.
Me and Randy? I guess. Yeah, we've been dating for, it'll be 15 years in February. We aren't legally married yet, but we've been married in our hearts for a very long time. But I guess we're going to have to go and get that knot tied eventually.
Yeah.
We'll see.
That
Do what?
Huh?
That bridge when we get there. I love you, man. But no, Randy's my favorite. But yeah, if you're doing this, I'd recommend, it can feel overwhelming. Like, definitely can feel overwhelming whenever you look at a feather and see each of the individual pieces that it's made up as. But just one cut at a time. And every single one of these cuts that I'm doing is like wrong. It's imperfect. It's not, exactly like how I want it to be. But when you zoom out and see it from farther back, it is what it is. It's correct. It's art. I like it. So don't fixate as much on the, focus on the tiny detail as you're doing it, but don't fixate on it because you're making a bigger picture here. There we go. Okay.
I'm going to get my first tools in leather tomorrow. Any suggestions when I get to the Tandy Leather store?
Oh. Okay. Let me get this camera turned around because that's a really good question. Randy says bring lots of money.
No, Susan says.
Susan, oh, yeah, you're right, Susan. If you have a specific kit, like a specific project in mind, focus on just getting the stuff for that project. Because you'll be amazed at how much, like just for instance, this kit here. Other than having the pre-cut leather pieces, it takes the same tools and materials to make a key fob as it does to make a belt, as it does to make a coaster, as it does to make a wallet. So the same cutting devices, the same tools and different things. Like, let me get this scooched over. So here behind me, you can see this is my leather working station. Everything that I make from leather, all the tools and hardware for it fit in this spot. It can get more complicated, and I do have some other hardware over here, but the thing that takes up the most space is the leather itself and then the dyes, if you do a bunch of like different dyes and stuff. But the tools that I use the most are like, honest to goodness, these three. All the other ones I have because they're fun, or they came in a kit, or but it's, if I were teaching, I would bring these three tools because you can make dragon scale. I use this for beveling all of my lines and stuff on my Celtic knotwork, and I use the heck out of this whenever I make maple leaves. And those are the things that between those three, the same concept of just laying down a stamp and whacking it with a hammer. This is a large mule foot. But yeah, the same concept of utilizing this tool is the same exact concept as you would for one of the basket weave pieces. You just place it and whack it, and then place it and whack it, and place it and whack it. Now also, okay, I stand corrected. I would also bring a backgrounding tool. Do it, Randy?
But then what do you do?
Well, after what?
After you place it in line.
You do it again 100 times until you're dead inside.
Oh.
Like, no, and then like, I don't know, use other stuff, I guess. I don't know, what do you do after that? But yeah, Mulefoot. This is a textured pear shader, and you can see I've used it inappropriately and completely demolished the texture. Is like shiny there. And then this is a textured beveler, like bevel foot. And again, you can see where it gets used the most. Or you can't because the camera's blurry. Shar says, totally side question, how do you like your bangs by now? I still feel like most of the time I either look like Dwight Schrute or like a 12th century French knight. But I like my bangs even at the worst. Even at their worst. On my worst day, I like my bangs more than I disliked my giant angry forehead glaring at the world. I like them. They kept my forehead from getting sunburnt as bad whenever we went camping. But yeah, do y'all want to see what I look like as Dwight Schrute though? Because I think that's what I want to be for Halloween. Are you ready? Like, okay. I'm gonna need like different glasses frames for it, but okay, Randy, how's that?
You look like Jim, who looks
I look like Jim dressing up as Dwight Schrute. No, because how do you make the Dwight? I need the glasses, but like that face. I don't know how he does it, but I need to work on my Dwight Schrute face. But like beats, bears, Battlestar, like yeah. So I've learned to take myself. My bangs have taught me to take myself even less seriously. Um, so there's that. Hey Jim, how's it going? Yeah, well, I had to pull a sneaky on you, Lydia. Which site is the best or cheapest for gold-filled beads or wire? I like Fire Mountain Gems, and Rio Grande, mostly because when I buy some stuff off of different sites, sometimes they'll say that it's a thing and then it's not that thing, and then I'm like frustrated because I paid a price as if it were that thing. Like buying bulk sterling silver chains, like pre-made chains off of like eBay, they were not uh they were not sterling silver. They were turn your neck green, like cheapo nickel plate. um I gotcha. Gonna watch the rerun later. Right, Jim? Beta has huge discounts on Toho seed beads. Right on. Some of them are gold, I think. Yeah, and that's the best thing to do, you guys, is shop around and find what's best for you, and most within your price range. But yeah, I'd recommend a kit for leather, because like this one kit comes with, it has the swivel knife, it has the hardware, it has the die, it has the hammer, the tracing film, so if you don't know where you want to start, go ahead and just invest in a kit, and then kind of go from there. I took your advice and held a giveaway. A bunch of people liked my post, but only 2 entered, lol. So it was a pretty easy win for someone. What were your first giveaways like? They were just like that, Rachel. Like, I don't, until people kind of get used to the concept or participating, just read the post, guys. Like, it's not hard to just read the post, but sometimes people will just be like, oh, I like that person, and like it, but like maybe they're like laying a mean dookie, or like just scrolling while they're waking up in the morning and it doesn't register, but like, so just keep going. And even if you have the same 2 people just winning all of your giveaways because they're the only 2 who participate, you're going to have 2 of some of the best loyal fans that you've ever had, because they're going to be like, woohoo! So, and again, it's like, just kind of keep up with it, and your audience will grow, and you're getting that ball rolling. But it's, you did it. You did your giveaway. You had a winner. Like, you had 2 people participate. That's better than none. That's like 200% better than none. She's done like 10 years. Well, yeah. People hate her.
You know so much about everything. You're so young.
Oh, Rhonda. Apparently I have an addictive personality and I'm a workaholic. And so I think that has really played a lot into, like, just every single day I'm trying something new, I'm trying something different, like hybridizing, like I'm in love with crafting, yes, but I'm most in love with learning new projects, like doing, like, learning tatting actually made me better at macrame and tying knots on like my guidelines when I'm camping, like, if that makes sense. So but yeah, we've been doing this every single day. We've been crafting full-time professionally, like, to keep our bills paid since 2008. And I've practiced a bunch. I've learned a lot from y'all. I've messed up a bunch, and I've dumped every spare penny I have ever found into crafting materials and supplies. Like that's all I buy. Like, some people are like, "Oh, let's go shoe shopping," and I'm like, "Beads. I need more beads." Like, and then y'all's generosity and stuff it really changed everything for Randy and I. Honestly, like, yeah, jack of all trades, but it's jack of all trades, master of none at first, but I hope to one day be a jack of all trades, master of some, hopefully. But I think I'll be a student forever. But and also I was never burdened with the concept that I needed to do just one thing. Aw, thanks, guys. But it's yeah, it's just I don't know. I'm addicted to crafting, to making stuff, and I really like seeing other people in my costumes and like making something for them to help their ideas come out. And like, what, Kelly? I missed something. Who's pooping on what?
But you can bet it's gonna be
Bye, Trisha. Never stop being a student. Life is over when we cease to learn new things. Right on, Penny. Amen. But speaking of running, I'm gonna go working on the rest, right, Jim? We're gonna go. I'm really hungry. We're gonna go eat lunch. And
Oh, but I'm not hungry anymore.
oh, are you not? Because I was gonna make some more pizza crescent roll. Yeah, you hungry now, aren't you? Except we're out of cheese.
I have to go to the store to buy stuff.
Oh, we need cheese. Okay, we're gonna go get cheese. I love you guys.
I
I know. Okay, I'm gonna have to just shake Randy until he takes me to go get cheese. I love you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with us, and we will see you in Saturday's patron exclusive live stream. It's for $1 and up, so like for 25 cents a week, you too can watch me procrastinate and yell at my cat. Like, I don't know. Like, we'll see how it goes.
Not this cat.
Not that cat, the other cat, neighbor's cat. Thanks, guys. Yeah, I totally yell at Kelly. She's a shitbird though. But yeah, say bye, Randy.
Bye, Randy.
Okay, we love you guys. We'll see you next time. Mwah. Bye. Happy
Who you
crafting.
yelling at?
Where's Ember at?
At your
Oh,
feet?
my girl. Okay, I'm gonna go love with my cats. Bye, guys.